Would having a standard for pricing retro games be good or bad? Like a monthly Beckett baseball card, or something. He's referring to Beckett used to have the 4 major sports. They had a magazine with a price guide in the back.
I would love for prices of retro games to normalize a bit, but I just don't know that that's necessarily capable of something like a pricing guide. I mean, let's look at there was Digital Press used to do them, right? But I mean, they were quickly outdated. I think a lot of people who sell, whether they are a retail store or they are a collector or a hobbyist who is doing this for fun, a lot of these people are going to be naturally looking at their stock or their collection, and if they're active. And they're going to be kind of pricing it monthly anyway. And what are they going to be using? They're going to be using the Beckett price guide known as eBay. They're going to look at what things are trending at and what they're going for. And is that good or bad? Well, you can say it's bad. The price guide has always done the exact same thing that eBay does. It ticks prices upwards. It does not bring prices down.
No, they do. They did for cards. They did for some. And for comic books, it does happen.
I'm just saying it's not naturally...
You're saying that it's not going to normalize in terms of just create this shelf for things to continue up.
It's not like how GameStop has normalized the prices for modern games.
Okay, I think this is the issue with this, and this goes back to price charting is the closest thing to it. But all they do is take Amazon, sold, and then eBay, but they don't check to see if it's paid for. Issue number 1. Issue 2 is that Beckett would actually report a lot of their remember when Beckett was around, there was no eBay.
Right.
Where their prices came from were stores and shows and auctions. They had to have a team that compiled these. Lots of major sports card shows, a lot less today, but they still have them. They didn't do is obviously for every single card, but they would see what the sets are going for, what the big rookie cards are going for, so they can have an accurate around the country sort of pricing for that. Along with big auctions, I'm sure that some of the Gretzky rookie card was worth a lot even in the late 80s, and see what that was going for. And recording it that way. And then probably they had stores themselves or knew a bunch of stores and they would try to be accurate. I don't see that happen with video games. I don't see them coming up, you got to pay people or have people that you trust, not having any sort of false reasoning or having, sort of bad intentions in order to record prices, things they're selling at shows, at conventions, their own private deals. That's what Beckett also take into account, private deals. I don't see that happening. I don't see when these someone told me about an NWC Great Cart deal they did privately, and it went lower than it would have on eBay. That ain't getting recorded anywhere.
Right.
No one knows about that.
Well, and I still feel like there's too much fluctuation and these prices are too liquid. And if you were to take into account things like buy it nows, which people will jump on even if it's a ridiculous price if they really want it. Actual auctions, what stores are selling them for. Stores that both don't know what they're pricing and are overpricing. If you look at conventions where people are either overpricing or underpricing to move or are selling right on the nose, I don't think you could really get, to do that month to month and try to get numbers.
Beckett tried, and they did it for years. I don't know if they're still around, but...
I mean, I get what you're saying. I just...
It'd be tough. There'd have to be money in it for whatever entity's doing it in order to pay people to do that. I don't see that happening.
I guess maybe what I'm saying is I'm amazed that Beckett could even do it. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but the whole process of doing it to normalize prices that's insane. I can't comprehend that.
I just love my Beckett Hockey Monthly back in the day, except when Mario Lemieux, that bastard, was on the cover. Never liked him.
God damn it. All right.
Glad we could agree on something.